The reason I got into crypto was, in fact, I had a buddy come and visit me at the time when I was making still money with e-commerce. And we went to a restaurant, well, a fast food restaurant at the time. I don't endorse seed oils anymore, but it was called Chipotle. So I'm here with this crypto multimillionaire who's made a fuck ton of money with crypto. And he's like, hey, Luke, like, he like whispers in my ear, he's like, hey, can you pay for my lunch? What do you mean? I thought you were like rich. I thought you were inviting me to lunch. You know what I mean? And he's like, no, well, I don't have any money. I'm like, what do you mean you don't have any money? He's like, yeah, all my money's in crypto. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, this guy knows something that I don't. This guy understands the game. This guy plays well. So I went back home, put all my money in crypto, and it worked out. Cashed out of Bitcoin at 55,000, cashed out of Ethereum at 2,950 or something quite high. And it worked. There was 3 reasons. One is it was enough money that based on my expenses, I would never have to work again. So it was like, okay, yeah, I can make more money. It was in the multiple 8 figures, over $40 million in crypto. And I was like, okay, like maybe it goes to 60, maybe it goes to 70 Bitcoin each, but like, is it gonna actually exponentially change my life? But if this shit crashes, it's gonna hurt. So at this point, it's not a multiples game, it's a preservation game. And I did not want to repeat the cycle of 2017, but like that shit fucking hurt. That shit hurt. In 2017, I became a millionaire on paper and lost it. And I was like, okay, like shit, I don't want to do this again. So in 2018, made my money with crypto, became a millionaire again. And then eventually I was like, I gotta just multiply, but then I have to preserve, which is the motto and the premise of Capital Club, to create, multiply, and preserve wealth. Because in every facet, the ideology and the processing has to change of how you think about information. But the markets are completely tied to the policy of the Fed, right? So when the Fed decides to print money or they decide to buy assets, that's when the market pumps. And when they say, hey, we're no longer buying assets, the market dumps. And you need to correlate the people that work at the Fed. They put out, it was a big announcement. They said, hey, we are selling all of our assets because it is a conflict of interest for us to be in the markets while the markets still exist. Within 30 days, that was the top. I sold when they put out that announcement. It only made sense. And people can call it luck. I call it a game of possibilities. The more you try something, the more refined you become. And the more refined you become, the better you become.